Welcome to the live stream. I just uploaded a brand new YouTube video on YouTube, and I got a couple of, which I knew would happen, some very interesting comments. I waited 1 hour to let you guys watch the video, comment on the video, give your likes, thoughts, and feedbacks. And today, right now, we're going to be reviewing some of your comments. So if you made it to this live stream, while we are live, you're a true legend. If you're looking for playback, you get my thoughts and my feedbacks to the comments that I couldn't respond to right now. So please like this live stream, stick around, and I hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. My name's AdonisCrashBoom. You guys are watching Adonis Live, and this is going to be one of the most intense, sensitive talking points and experiences while we are here at this moment in time. I hope you guys are ready. This is a live stream, so don't stress too much. If you haven't liked the video yet, like this live, give it this video a like right now. The topic that we're going to be talking about is Black Americans want Africans to get out the way. Salute to you, my brother, Dougie Fresh. Welcome to the live stream. You're the first person to comment in the broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast. People are starting to join the live. I know if you're watching this from playback, you're not seeing it, but I'll be giving the shout outs. I'll be answering a couple comments. Hopefully you make it to the next live stream that we do. If you are watching this broadcast and you can see me right now, you can hear me right now, please comment the number 1. And if you're hearing this right now, please, and we are still live, see if, oh, I got a couple of things that's popping up, messages. Comment number 1 in the chat at this moment in time. Let's get this thing started. Whew. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. You've made it. You're part of the Vibe Squad. You've made it to Adonis's live. We are live, baby. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I told you I was going to be a lot more active this year. Belt to ass. Today we're going to be responding back to some of the comments that I just received on my new video. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm so happy that you guys made it this far. I'm pretty excited. This is going to be the first time I've done something like this, and you're going to experience it with me. I might even make this a consistent thing, or which I might do. So just so we know, immediately before we start, I need to know who's watching this live stream. So please comment in the chat where you're from, where you're seeing this from, so we know exactly what's the demographic, who's watching this, where you're from. Comment in the chat this moment in time. Live show. Ooh, hold on. I like a live show, live audience. So participate with us so it can be a little bit more enjoyable for everyone. We got Delaware in the broadcast. Texas is in the broadcast. Louisville is in the broadcast. New York City has made it to the live stream at this moment in time. Maryland's in the broadcast. Tampa, Florida, welcome to the broadcast. San Francisco, California is in the broadcast. Cincinnati, I see you. Texas, welcome. Milwaukee, welcome to the live stream. From Avion Road Machine in Kansas City. All that extra shit, I don't know. You could have just said Kansas City. Ooh, Beauty Marley as a member in the broadcast. Beauty Marley, welcome to the live stream. Because I got a couple questions. This is going to actually be interesting. I know I'm happy and cheery now, but I've seen a couple comments on this video that I just posted that I'm going to have to get my feedback on. So it's not going to always be, because like I said, I'm belt to ass on everything today when I do this content. So Akron, Ohio, that's where LeBron James from. Minneapolis, America all over here. Blessings, appreciate you. Hey Adonis, what's up, Beauty Marley? Welcome to the broadcast. It's so good to see my members. We just started the live. If you're seeing this right now, you're a true legend. Welcome to the broadcast. Perfect. So now I'm going to let you guys know exactly what's about to happen. For the people that just joined the broadcast, we're going to be answering some of the comments that I received on a new YouTube video that I uploaded about 1 hour ago. Now, my community on YouTube has been one of the most energetic, entertaining communities I've ever seen. They're very highly intelligent, but sometimes we get new people that come into the broadcast and come into these comment sections and start writing diabolical stuff. I've seen some of the comments from Black Americans, FBAs. Nikki Cakes with the membership. Hold on. Hold on. Nikki Cakes with the membership. Hold on. Hold on. Nikki Cakes with the membership. It's Nikki. Can I get a W in the chat for Nikki Cakes in the chat? I'm sorry. What's chicken gang shit? You ain't gang. Nikki in the chat. New member. Nikki in the chat. W's in the chat for Nikki, man. Nikki in the chat. Oh my God. Membership wallet. Sheesh. chill, chill. Nikki's part of the. You were here before we reached 100 members. You're here before we reached 100 members, Nikki. But hold on. If you didn't like this live stream before I said this right now, come on, man. But if you like this live stream before I said this right now, you already know you're a true legend. You're on top of the game. You know, you watch, you in the community, you tapped in. You know how we get down. If you haven't liked this live stream, if you haven't liked the live chat, come on. Just tap that like button. Show your love, not your anger. Tap it up. Let's get this thing started. Build up the likes. Build up the community. We gonna be talking about a lot of different things. We just started. All right. We already got one new member. That's Nikki in the chat. If anybody donates in the super chat while we are here, give that super chat donation a like. I want to see if we get everybody to actually like the people that are donating in the super chat now, doing these things, because it supports the community, it supports the channel, and it's progressively fun. I like a live show, live audience. Nothing's going to change at any moment in time. We're going to keep this informative. And I know some of you guys are listening to this like a podcast. I appreciate it, but at least become a member so I could be a consistent podcast content creator on a consistent daily basis. So I'm so ashamed I did not like this before. It's okay, big fella. You'll do better next time. And when I drop another video, you'll be the first person to like, and you'll be the first. Hey, chat, I know y'all watching. Tap the likes button. It's 2 seconds. You are not losing anything. Beauty Marley with the $5. Beauty Marley with the $5. Yo, hold on. Everybody like up Beauty Marley's donation. Like it. Everybody like it. Everybody like it. Don't have fun with me, gang. Like, I'm here right now. Shit, it's 11:30 at night over here. I'm seeing chat with y'all. Have fun with me. Like, not like that, you little freaky ass, man. But you know what I mean. You feel me? 7 people liked Beauty Marley's comment. I appreciate it. Everybody like that super chat donation. And Beauty Marley, please, next time, write a comment. If you're going to donate in the super chat, please write a comment so I can read your comment. All right? 4:30, I'm at work. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock at night. It's almost midnight right now. And I'm up. I stay up specifically for you guys, literally. I'm in Europe right now. So you talking to me, I'm on the other side of the world. All right? Sheesh. And all I ask is that you participate with me. I like a live show, live audience. This is the start, because eventually I'm going to start streaming. Eventually it's going to be a lot more stuff. I got a lot of stuff coming up in this upcoming year, and you're going to see it. So let's get to it. Say something, my boy. Now, I got to make sure everybody knows that everything's good. All right, so let's get to it. Shout outs to Beauty Marley for the $5, and also shout outs to the for I'm gonna call you Miss Cakes. Nikki Cakes will become a member. How do they black folks where you are now? All right. Before I start, are there any questions that you want me to answer before I start actually get into what we need to do to? So I'm gonna give you guys a chance to actually ask any particular questions that y'all want, and I'll answer your comments at this moment in time before I move on to what I actually want to get into with this particular live stream. So take your time, but hurry up. How do they like black folks where you are now? I don't know. I think everybody loves black folks, in general. I don't think black people have a really bad reputation. Oh, I got a video of some UK folks doing diabolical stuff in the UK. Where are you now? I'm currently in Bucharest, Romania, in Eastern Europe at this moment in time. Right now, yes. All right, it's the building where Dracula is from, the country where Dracula is from. That's where I'm at. Where did you get that cowboy hat? This cowboy hat is actually authentic. It's from Stinson's. If you're from Texas, then you already know this brand. Like, if you're from Texas, then you should know the cowboy hat brand. It's called Stetson's. I had to double check, but it's like, this is real. Like, this is a real cowboy hat. This is like not one of those cheap ones. How often do you come home? I haven't been home in 2 years, to be honest with you. I love how you articulate yourself, Adonis. Keep educating because it's important today. I appreciate it. Any skincare today? Because you're glowing. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of skincare right here, literally. Like I have all the good stuff. So if you're a woman, like I could just show you a couple of pieces of stuff that I have here. I got this is Prada. Like I got all the good stuff. This is Clay de Paul. Like Estee Lauder. I got a lot of stuff, You've been to Australia? No, I've never been to Australia. It's a Stetson's. Yeah, Stetson's, yeah. I'm just here working at the moment. Ooh, okay. I'm answering a couple questions. Where is home? New York City is my home. I haven't been back in a while. Hi, looking like the original Cowboys, right? Black, sexy, chocolate. You know the vibes. Have you been to Spain? No, I haven't been to Spain at all. I haven't been to Spain. I really should go, but I just haven't been to Spain. All right, at all. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna cap. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna answer y'all questions. I told y'all I got y'all. I got y'all. Any other questions before I move forward? Because I have a whole thing I want to talk to about. And please, yo, for the people that's watching this live stream, yo, tap the screen, give the live stream a like, give this live stream a like. We're at 38 likes right now, 57 people on this live stream. Tap the like button, you know. Let's get that bad boy out. Let's get it to 50 likes. Let's get to 100. Let's grow. Which country you suggest for Black Americans to visit or live? My friend lives in Serbia and she loves it. Any country Black Americans are in, you'll do perfectly fine. People love our culture. People imitate and cosplay our culture on a consistent day basis. There is no particular country that I've been to that hasn't really enjoyed the Black American experience. You know, so what do you know about the 14th Amendment? What would you like me to know about the 14th Amendment? Is that a topic of discussion that you think will be interesting to discuss? Have you ever heard of G.M. James? No, I haven't heard of that at this moment in time. You doing your thing, brother, giving your flowers. I appreciate it, but don't give me flowers. Become a member and give me the checks. Now, he said, give him the checks. What's good, bun, cuzzo? Do you think Black Americans, U.S. should delineate? Yeah, I think that I don't see a problem with the divide. I honestly don't see a problem with the divide in any aspect. And only people like we are warrior class people, so I don't see an issue with it, bro. I'm going to be particularly honest and say you have found a way to master your own ability to keep your composure in deep waters. With fools, I have to honor, and that's because you could crash and don't, and I and don't. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that. Seriously. I really work my hardest to be able to control how I feel about particular situations and then think fast to articulate myself at a rapid pace where there is no step in my beat, there is no mess up. In the heat of battle, I just don't miss. Like, it is wild to me. But I appreciate that. Seriously. I really acknowledge that. I appreciate that you acknowledge that. Let's get on the topic. I'm ready. I bet. Here we go. For the people that are in the broadcast, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Today, we're going to be reacting to a couple of the comments that I've received on my channel. I'm going to be talking about what they're saying, and then I'm going to be giving you guys my feedback, and we can discuss it. I recently just uploaded a video where the topic of the video is Black Americans want Africans to get out, get out the way. Because I thought it was very interesting. I was on a live stream and I recorded it. Every single live stream I get on, I try to record it, document that experience. So I wanted to see the feedback. Now, this video was posted about an hour ago. I have over 100 comments on it. And I know I'm not going to be able to answer every single comment because I'm already working on another video for tomorrow. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go live. I'm going to talk to my community, talk to you guys, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts and feedbacks on some of the comments that I got. And what made me say this is because there's some of the comments are from Black Americans that I don't agree with as well. So this is going to be fair. So if you're our African, if you're Black American, if you're FBA, this is going to be fair. I'm really going to start critiquing what people are saying to me in these comment sections. All right, so let's get this thing started. And for everybody else that's in the broadcast, if you guys are ready, please comment the number 7 in the chat right now. If you're ready, comment the number 7 in the chat right now. Here we go. Let's go to refresh this to newest comments. All right. So the first comment I see right now is, man, there are so many ways these people, from Kimberly Doodley 1566 says, man, there are so many ways these people are undermining us. There is no soft, gentle way to talk to these people because they don't care. The main reason hip hop has gone to crap is because they running it right now. They all over social media cosplaying as Black Americans and claiming our accomplishments through this dreadful term of African American. They all in our politics undermining our movement. They work hand in hand with white supremacists to hurt our people. So now it's not the time to hold these people because they sure hold in our hands. All this let's have intellectual conversation is a bunch of crap when you're dealing with a group of people who don't mind seeing Black Americans go under. Their tails aren't going back to no Africa. They are here to erase and replace us. Now, if you agree, comment yes in the chat. If you don't agree, comment no in the chat, and then I'm going to give my opinion. So I'm going to give you a chance to said it. That's what we heard, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinion. So if you agree, yes. If you don't agree, comment no. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time, and then I'm going to respond. I think this is the best, most fairest way to actually, yes, 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 all true. Yes, yes, yes. Yep, 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 yep. All right. No, no. Or one no. All right, all right. All right. Give y'all a couple seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So when it comes down to this particular content, this particular statement, I don't agree at all. You can't be self-centered in situations like this and think that you, black people and Africans, are the only people that are paying attention to this situation. You have to be a self-minded perspective to sit down and think that this intellectual conversation and this be intelligent and have civilized conversations is not more important than the way we represent ourselves on the international foot. If you think that being derogatory and cursing these people out and jumping on their necks is a great way to actually articulate and get your point across, well, you do that, and then you'll realize that the Asians, the whites, and all these other people are actually coming past your For You pages and seeing you behave and conduct yourself like that. It's not just about you. This is not a black topic. This is not just a black situation. You can't influence other people who don't want to take off the cosplay to not betray you in any type of capacity. It doesn't work like that. The only thing you could do is start allowing, because they're getting benefits from actually dressing and acting like us in our culture. So the only thing you can do in this situation is teach the other ethnicities what's the difference between us and them. So having an intellectual conversation and breaking down and articulating and showing stuff like this is the best way and the most only way you can actually change the way we are treated. Because Civil Rights Act didn't change because black people stood up and argued and fought and did all these stuff. No, the Civil Rights Act, one of the main things that changed the way people saw black Americans was when they started witnessing children and grandparents being brutally brutalized without any type of aggression going towards them, holding hands, walking as those firefighters are sicking the dogs and spraying them down with water. When people start to see with their own eyes the difference, what's right and wrong, that's when things start to change. So when I make these videos, I'm not making these videos to have arguments and to teach these Africans on what they already know. I know they don't care. And some of them are just too ignorant to know the truth, and I understand that. But for everybody else from different countries who don't know the difference between a black American and an African, this is a great opportunity for them to learn from a civilized, articulative, young, sexy, charming black man straight from America. What do you think? If you agree, comment true. If you agree, comment true. That comment is on our channel right now. It's on our page right now. And then there was somebody under it that said, "Ninja, what the fuck are you babbling about? You sound foolish. You sound foolish. Shut up, please." Did you just compliment yourself? Yes, I did. And I think that we should all compliment ourselves. But at the end of the day, someone wrote, but that wasn't the question. There was no question that was made. There was a statement that was articulated about their perspective on why having this particular educational, informative responses in civilized conversations was not efficient. If you think that every single statement that someone says is a question or a combative situation, then you're not mature enough to understand the complexities of this situation. I don't think that every single person that is a black American or comes from the FBA or comes from ADOS has the right or the ability to think they're the right person to articulate and be in a position to express themselves throughout these manners. Just like I do not listen to a lot of the comments that a lot of people say, because a lot of people will sit down. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you another example. Hold on. I'm gonna get my opinions at the end. Here's another question. Here's another comment. "You did a damn good job. Then try to debate about this country and can't back it up because they don't know anything about America." Whew. Another question by Eddie Charles 8170. "They are in the way by they take resources, getting key players in positions of power to set back black American progress, allows themselves to use to undo civil rights era protection and act like siding with siding with us so we can all gain recognition together. Oh. This guy in the comments says, Lion Tribe 142 says, wow, brother, unfortunately, you have a whole lot of ignorant people in your chat. Some of the dumbest people commenting on the something they don't understand. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that they're dumb, and I understand that ignorance is not. It's not something to be shamed about. If you are ignorant, or if you are ignorant, definition of ignorant just means to not know. All right, people use it in a shunning, a disrespectful term, but they're not ignorant. No, I'm African. It's not cap. I'll say this. You have to understand the difference. Hold on. If you can hear me right now, everybody comment the number 1 in the chat. If you can hear me right now, everybody comment the number 1 in the chat. All right, just make sure we're on the same page. Make sure that you still here focused and having a conversation with me. Thank you so much, Coop, for the 100 gifted. I appreciate you. Please don't hesitate to become a member on this channel. If you want to support a channel like this, become a member. You could be here before we make our top 100 members. Jack Black, welcome to the broadcast. I see a lot of you guys come to this channel all the time. I see you guys support me on a consistent basis. I truly do appreciate it, and it's not disregarded. Beauty Marley, thank you so much for commenting number 1. You see when you comment the number, when you are a member, you get that green, that you see the badge next to the name and you get your name in green. It's easy for me to read it. So become a member, especially we can have these conversations on a consistent basis. Now, America was named by a white wavy, you're a dumbass. Ooh. All right, hold on. All of these derogatories and articulation, hold on. The way you communicate and comment in this chat is not gonna take me off my game. I can't take you seriously or the points that you're making if you're sitting there just trying to be disrespectful, and you're trying to be disrespectful for a reaction. I get it. But you can't sit down and represent Africa and think that I'm gonna take you as somebody who's seriously, as somebody I should actually be and keep a general, I should not generalize all of you guys, but if you are representing Africa and you're talking like this, you can imagine, just be grateful. This is what I will say. And then for the people that agree, comment true in the chat. Be grateful that I'm educated and mindful enough and self-aware enough to not generalize all of you guys into one perspective and go on a diabolical attack on that particular group of people, that whole group of people. Be grateful, because with the amount of influence and the amount of power and the big ass platforms I have, I would definitely make an impact. And as you can see, for the last 2 years when I was in London, which went multi-viral consistently, you don't want to make an enemy out of somebody who has a huge platform like this. So I would suggest for you, if you are African, to sit down, have an intellectual conversation with someone who is really not trying to argue or fight with somebody. Because I do have the choice to talk in derogatory terms. I just choose not to. And if after that you still choose to be belligerent and disrespectful, I hope you know deep down, while you are being belligerent and disrespectful, I'm better than you. And my mother wasn't great, but she did a better job than your parents did. Anyway. Anyway, so let's are you trying to make a viral moment? All right. Hey, man. So these are some of the comments that we've gotten into. Here's some of the comments. There you go, complimenting yourself again. Listen, I like myself. I'm so happy to be a Black American. I come from a culture of people who were inspiring, motivated. Who is this person? Kobe Slip. Yo, Kobe, why don't you become a member? You keep dropping these 100. Like, I agree. Are you FBA? You look like some sort of Dominican or African. No disrespect. Well, I am a foundational Black American, and you can't judge me based off the color of my skin or my attributes. I know I am charming. I have these beautiful Disney eyes, this nice little squishy nose, and this beautiful complexion. It's like I'm not dark skinned, I'm not light skinned. I'm just like I'm more of a Snickers caramel cream, you know. But yeah, I am a foundational Black American. So I don't know what to say about that. I don't know if hey, it is what it is at this point. And plus, my face is a little bit inflated because I've been eating a lot of salty things. But don't worry about that. You know. No back. Who said that? I don't know, bro. I don't look. I don't care. If I had all white skin, I'll look like a white man. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. I don't care about these social constructs. You look like an African. You look like a bro. I don't care. You know, I don't care. You would never look white. I know, right? I appreciate that. I'm glad I have this amount of melanin in my skin. Oh man, you got the crunch, right? Please don't say the word mulatto. Dang, polarized conversation. Why can't FBAs delineate? Why is this even an issue? Why would that be disrespectful? They are our close relatives. Africans are just very distant, maybe 20th cousins. I don't think that being called African is disrespectful or anything like that, and I don't see any problem with that, but I don't want to associate myself with a whole group of people. Ooh, Emerald Goddess, welcome to the squad. It's good to see you. This is the reason why I do these live streams so I can actually see the members, because I remember you guys because I shout you out in the video. Emerald Goddess, what's up? How you doing? But regardless of that, I don't have a problem with like being African or anything like that, but I don't want to disrespect the whole group of people and act like I am that culture when I don't know much about that culture. I don't want to sit there and cosplay and associate them because it'll benefit me. If there was a benefit to actually being African and stuff like that, I wouldn't use that to actually benefit my life at all because I feel like it's disingenuous and it'll be disrespectful for me to trample over other people's hard work. I'm proud of being a Black American. I'm proud of being an American in general. I'm proud to have a lineage of people who've accomplished multiple different things, and which all of the world not only cosplay our outfits, but also dress in our outfits and listen to our music and watch us on international feats. I am so happy to be a part of this lineage and a part of this bloodline. And there's nothing wrong with it. Also, I'm very confident in myself because I've been through a lot of shit in my life and I made it out of here. A lot of my friends didn't even make it past 16, 17, and 18. That's growing up in one of the most diabolical countries in the world, which I consider America. At the same time, I grew up in one of the most fruitful, cultured part of the world, Black America. So yeah, your DNA says Nigerian. Hey, hey, if my DNA says Nigerian, you know, I wouldn't have a problem with that. All right, as long as you know which white woman named Nigeria, and when was Nigeria formed, around the 1800s. But my lineage has been in America longer than the 1800s, so I don't think that I can be called something Nigerian that's not even older than my great-great-great-grandmother. But okay, we can have that conversation on a different note. Can you claim grapes DNA? No, Black Americans. I got a question for you. Want to hear it? Sure, what's the question? Lion Tribe, what's up? So are you okay with them crashing out and shitting on our name? Yeah, they can crash out. I don't have a problem with any type of African crashing out and shitting on our names and stuff like that. Nah, I don't really care. And if you want to know why, comment why in the chat, and I'll answer you why. You know. The DNA is also linking us to different regions in America. Not all Black folks can say that. True. You let them off the hook when they didn't respond to your example of Africa getting our way. They never address it. They deflect it. Yeah, I can't really jump on to like I'm not trying to catch them on the hook. See, this is the problem. This is a good point. Thank you. I'm so happy you said that. Pay attention. If you can hear me right now, comment number 4 in the chat. Hold on. If you can hear me right now, comment number 4 in the chat, and I'm going to answer why in a minute. I'm going to answer why in the same question. Matter of fact, the answer that I'm going to get, Mika Brooks, welcome to this broadcast. The answer I'm going to give right now is going to answer to why as well. In America, we have this game. We have this thing that our culture does. We call, in southern side of the world, they call it the dozens. In New York City, we call it cutting ass, you know? Like snapping and, you know, like going blow for blow, like, you know, pause. No, but you know what I mean? Like we talk shit about each other. We've been doing it, especially if you went to public school, you already know how to talk shit. You already know how to do this. So we have this we've been growing up with this conditioning of always trying to get people back on a verbal perspective. Well, there's no need to get these guys back because it's not about saying slick shit to make people, we're not playing the dozens. Stop thinking of it as playing the dozens. You've been conditioned to always play the dozens when it comes down to black people. So you sit there, somebody say, "Oh, your mama fat." Shit, well, your mama bow-legged with three midget brothers. Like, you know what I mean? And you try to do that whole system, and that's the way we've been trained since we was a child because it's normal in our culture. But you have to realize that you can't play the dozens in a situation like this because you're on the grand stage and other people don't understand the concept of what you're trying to do. Only black people will say, "Yeah, that's funny as hell." Ha ha ha. Three midget brothers. No, you can't do that. You have to always be able to keep your composure and articulate the historically accurate facts because, and I repeat, it's not important. It's not important if Africans understand what you're trying to say. It's more important that when people play that video back or that clip gets clipped, that you are historically accurate and you're speaking in a way that shows that your parents taught you that you got some damn sense. That's more important. Other people don't understand that it's a game. They take it hella personal and assume it's a character trait. So yeah, like, do you understand what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying, comment yes in the chat. And stop listening and don't get distracted by the comments because there's going to be people that's going to be sitting here trying to troll and stuff like that. And I'm answering your questions. So stay focused on the conversation. When I'm talking, stay focused on what I'm saying because they'll try to distract this whole situation and try to get things because they want to be entertained. When they watch us, they're so addicted to watching us. They're so addicted to consuming our culture. They're so addicted to seeing our leaders and all these different types of things. They can't help themselves to crash out when they interact with us. You see what happened when Speed went to Africa. Spade, please give me something. I need you. I lose everything. Come on, like stop. Like there's no stop. Why are you getting frustrated? Like it don't make no sense. There's no reason to do that. Don't get hooked on this stuff. Don't focus on this stuff. It's cool. It's cute. I appreciate y'all. You feel me? All the ones that don't know how to sit here and articulate themselves and have intellectual conversations, and you happen to be African and you feel like you're going for your community, bro, I appreciate you guys. You feel me? You the people that give me the views and engagement. You the people that show the support. You the people that spread our culture internationally. Without you guys cosplaying us, where will we be? I just hung out with my African friend. He understands I'm FBA, and I understand he's African French. Shout outs to the African French. Sorry, I'm trying to read the comments, but I'll just we can't cosplay nothing when we're the same people. You're not the same people, but I can see you're very delusional, so I'm not going to interact with you anymore. Crazy work. I'm just saying. Hold on. If you like this video before I said this right now, you're a true legend. If you haven't liked the video yet, look, go check. Did you like this live stream? If you have not liked this live stream yet, gang, come on. Tap the live, give it a like. You watching the broadcast. Let's have a little fun. It's an interesting interaction. I'm doing my best here. I'm just trying to give you something. And maybe I could do more of this. Maybe I could do more of these live streams. Also, we're looking for one new member in this live stream. So if you haven't become a member yet, join the membership, become a community, be a part of this. We're almost at 100 members at this moment in time. I think we're at 73 members at this moment in time. We're moving up. I want to have an army of communities that can back and understand the importance of this. Nice watch. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. And if you're speaking about that, thank you. If you're going to donate in the super chat, please write a message so I can read it out loud to everybody who's here, who's watching. All right? Also, the next person that donates in the super chat, like that super chat donation. Just please don't comment no freaky shit. All right. If you guys want me to get back to the comments inside of the YouTube video, please comment yes in the chat right now, and we'll get to it as expeditiously fast. I'm waiting for you. Oh, that's a little Eddie Murphy laugh. Yes. All right. Everybody saying yes. Fine. Let's get back to this. Here we go. The next comment is going to be from Miss Alera Love 1281. If you don't know, these comments are on the recent YouTube video that I just uploaded today, 1 hour ago. I'm reading the comments. Here we go. I had so much to say, but I saved my finest thoughts until the very end. Here's why we are done with the constant educating them with our facts. Again, we are not educating them. I have a huge platform. Stop being simple-minded to think that this is an A and B conversation. I don't just have black people and African to watch my videos. I have a huge international audience. I am not making these videos to have conversations for Africans or even black Americans. I'm smarter than that. The sooner you realize how fucking smart I am, the easier you'll feel about the steps that I'm taking. And I'm not trying to compliment myself, but some of you guys just think about this shit way too simply. I'm overthought about this shit. This is chess. Fuck it, it's not even chess. This is, I don't even know what the fuck it is. Okay, all right, here we go. They make their way to our country with their disrespect and uneducated bullshit and then take part in working against us. What the hell? Working against what we have built because of their false ideals of us. They work with our ops because they believe they can be better ninjas to the white man. They believe wholeheartedly the white man built America, which is why I'm glad that the white man is kicking their asses out. Even though the 92% to 86% never wanted this to happen, it is exactly what America needs. The world needs, hold on, a wake-up call. I appreciate you assisting me on the TikTok on TikTok panel, Adonis. No problem. I don't know who's speaking right now, but I see that comment. If I did, I appreciate you guys. I think that's DJ. The sooner you realize, and I'm going to say this again, it's very important. The sooner you realize that I'm not making these videos and I'm not doing these conversations to educate the people that we're talking to, I'm doing it for the viewers. Right now, when you watch this video and this video is on the channel and stuff like that, just know that this video is not sitting here trying to educate you on something that you already know, especially when it comes down to these African diaspora situations, because most of these Africans already know the facts of the situation. So why does it feel, or what does it seem like? Oh, do you want to know what I'm actually doing? Comment yes in the chat. Do you want to know what I'm actually doing? Comment yes in the chat. What's up, chat? You're not gonna comment? What's up? Like, you're not trying to be here for me? Shit, I'm not gonna sit here and be lonely. Like, I'm here, you here, we here. So look, you gotta think of it like this. You gotta think of it like this. There was a moment in this video that I posted on YouTube today where the girl, Mandinka, said, it's a very interesting name, by the way, but the girl, Mandinka, she says, oh, but, you know, we've only been here for like 60 years with our country. Give us some time. Give us some time and we'll get everything together. And I said, yeah, you know, like, she said, no, she said something more ignorant. She said, we don't want our culture, our communities to be like you guys, because that's not the way we want to represent ourselves. Ooh, baby, with the $2 donation in a super chat. Hold on. Damn, matter of fact, I'm just gonna keep this on. I'm gonna keep this on hand because you guys are donating in the super chat, becoming members and shit. I'm gonna just keep this right here, so it's like I always have it. Wait, damn, hurry up, bro. Yeah. There you go. With the 10 likes, shout out to all 10 people that liked that super chat donation, my baby. I truly do appreciate it. Guys, anybody that donates to the super chat, give them a like on it. We strictly gang shit. You ain't gang. Look at who you came with. Yeah. Chill. You ain't gang. Look at who you came with. Come on. Yo, give baby a like on that post, man. I gave her like Nisa Breads with the $2 donation in the super chat. $2. So we got 6 people that, yo, you guys liked it before me. Hold on, let me like it. Hold on. I'm number 7. I'm number 7. All right, just a double check, just a double click. All right, so what I'm doing is this. I've Nisa Bread with the $5. Yo, Nisa, you gotta write a comment. You gotta write something in the super chat. So at least I can read it. Give her a like. Hold on. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to like that super chat donation. And then I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna tell you how many people liked it before me. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Like that super chat donation. 4, 3, 2, 1. 12 people liked it. I'm number 13. For the people that didn't like that super chat donation, all the people that didn't like that super chat donation, bro, enjoy a little bit, bro. Shit, like, stop being so difficult. Have fun. Like, not every single live stream on every single topic about this has to be some fucking trauma bonding drama situation. I understand we all come from different type of social media platforms where they sit down and they have these conversations about black FBA this and all this shit, and everybody's all fucking angry and shit like that. That shit is lame as fuck, bro. Why the fuck we can't sit down and talk about these sensitive ass talking points and have a little bit of fun and be calm and act like why do we always gotta get rowdy and drunk and act and angry like we just all just down the bottle of Henny or some shit and now we want to fight some shit, you know? Not everything has to be aggressively negative. If you guys agree, comment true. Like, I hated that. I hated every single time we talked about slavery or we talked about, delineation or we talked about FBA stuff or black situations. Everybody got angry and frustrated. And it's like, bro, why can't you talk about black topics without being angry? Like, why can't we have these conversations and be chill and have fun and be like, all right, cool. It's all a good vibe because this is a serious talking point. It could still be serious, but you don't gotta act like you gotta stick up your ass. What's good with you, gang? You don't like black topics and conversations? This shit make you angry? Thinking about black topics makes you angry? That sounds like a sign of self-hate. Bebe02D with a $5 donation said, you must be from Louisiana. You pronounce my nickname right, Bebe. Come on. I'm not from Louisiana. But hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, man, I'm from New York. I'm from America. Like, come on. That's how you know. I'm a real black American. I love going into these audio rooms. I'll be going into these audio rooms, and I'm gonna get to my point I was saying earlier. But I love going into these audio rooms, and then they have like an African who's trying to act like he's a black American or she's a black American, and they start asking them questions, and they be like, okay, so you've been out. One of the questions I saw somebody ask was like this. They said, so you a black American, right? He was like, yeah. She said, okay, you've been outside all day. You come back in the house and your mother says, what do you smell like? So he's sitting there and she's like, yeah, and every black American knows the answer to that, I'm snowed in. I'm loving this. Major forever with the $2 super chat donation, and you already a member. You are a true legend. So you've been outside. All day, running around. You get back in the house, and your mother said, "What do you smell like?" Yo. You want to know? You want to know what he said? Comment what if you want to know what he said. So I knew the answer, like you knew the answer. I see people in the chat commenting the answer. All right. So so he's like, I don't know. He said, no, what did your mother say that you smell like when you was outside all day running around? What did your mother say you smell like? He said, shit. What? You came back in the house and your mother said you smell like shit? He's like, nah, I don't know. Like, what? Nah. Nah, man, that's crazy. That's diabolical. Bro said, oh, I know I'm not gonna say the answer. I'm not gonna say the answer. The ones who get it, get it. That's how you know. Yeah, I'll be loving it. I'll be loving it. It'd be funny as hell. It'd be funny as hell. Oh, heck no, that's crazy. That's diabolical. Your mom, you come in the house, your mom tell you smell like shit. That's crazy. Nasty work. Diabolical behavior. He must have was no, that's crazy. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I can't be saying stuff like that. Sheesh. I don't know, But yeah, so one of the things that I'm actually trying to do at this moment in time is keep in mind, like, and if you agree, comment true in the chat. I've had this platform before. If you've seen me and I already had 100,000 followers, subscribers on this channel. When we met, I already had over 600 to 700,000 followers on TikTok. I was already a popular creator. Like nothing changed. I was just doing a whole bunch of different stuff, and I really wasn't on social media as much. But I was on social media, and I had a huge following. And I was dealing with stuff in real life. Mom has no chill. Word. Bro, you have your hat on backward. No, I don't. You got me. No, I don't. All right, so ninjas be fruity. You talking about me? Hold on, I'm fruity. Is that what you're saying? I seen you put the rainbow in the chat, so I just wanna make sure like we on the same page. You talking about me? I'm fruity. I just want to know. Let me just give you a couple seconds. Let me hold on. Been watching you since 2021. Sheesh. That's crazy. Nah, Adonis is not fruity. These people are strange. Nah, why you say that? I'm just saying, bro. You said fruity and you've been commenting the rainbow flag. I'm just saying, all right, you ain't saying me. All right, cool. I got problems. Adonis, you like your salad toast? Yo, you guys are fraud. You guys are fraud. Like, I'm not going front. Like, hold on. So you think I'm fruity? Comment yes or no in the chat. Comment. Yo, Major Forever said, I do. Yo, nah, that's crazy. Nah. Oh my God. All right, hold on. All right. So why is a black man trying to fight other black people in another continent, but not focus on the albinos killing you and treating you bad in your country? Isn't that weird, bro? Answer my question. One, no one's trying to fight any particular situation without any type of interactions that you watch with these particular conversations. If you see these interactions as fightings, then that means you lack the comprehension skills, or your parents didn't teach you how to solve verbal conflicts without being emotional or diabolical, or it just shows that you don't come from a very hostile environment to know the difference between fighting and actually having the discussion, which shows that you come from a very weak-minded society, depending on where you're from. But in reality, if you want to sit down and talk about this, when fighting in my country is completely different than fighting from your countries if you're trying to compare the two. Second of all, there are no albino people who are killing off hundreds of thousands of people or anybody in this state. You keep using these terminologies that were actually relevant in the 1960s, 70s, and maybe 50s or 40s. But this is a whole new world order, and we are not our grandparents. So that terminology of what you're saying is not really relevant in this modern day times. All right. So that just shows that you know nothing about America or what's going on. You're just sitting down regurgitating bullshit like it's some type of script that has not factual. It's not actually factual. Yeah. If you guys agree, comment true. Oh, man. And then he says, bro isn't trying to fight. Can't even answer my question without insulting me. I don't think I insulted you. like, one, I answered your question. Two, I don't think I insulted you. I just had my thorough analysis of what type of person you are. And based off the way you comprehend situations, I thought that I should give my opinion to not only you, but so everybody else can see my perspective of how I'm reading this situation pertaining to you, your background, and your upbringing. If you don't like that and it makes you feel some type of way, I'm so sorry, Pumpkin. I didn't think that you were so soft-hearted. But at this moment in time, you gave me your opinion, and your opinion was very distasteful and aligned me in a very insulting manner. But I didn't victimize myself or take it in an insulting way at any moment in time. So I thought that you was capable of handling the situation from the same type of, reciprocal, giving you the same type of energy. But at this moment in time, I understand your soft ass can't handle this pounding. Respectfully, I get it, big fella. Now that was zesty. Yeah, nah. Sorry. I love just being able to see if I can actually do it. Like, all right, cool. Let me see if I could. The crazy thing about this whole thing is that I'm always freestyling it. All of this stuff is coming off the top of my head. I don't have no time to think about it. And I'm moving at a particular pace where I'm not even thinking about what's coming out of my head, but it's all accurately right. I trust myself and my knowledge so well that I don't really have to process the information like as detailed as normal people is. It's crazy. Pounding was diabolical. I know. Gave you some imagery. I guess this is the wrong time to say hi from South Africa. Natalie, welcome to the broadcast. How are you? Adonis is a bottom. Yo, no funny shit. No funny shit. Ooh, Emerald Goddess. Emerald Goddess. Hey, I appreciate you. Hold on, guys. Give this super chat comment a like before I finish reading the comment. All right. So hey, I appreciate you and proud of you. I appreciate that you know how to articulate yourself and stay high vibrational. Wow. I really appreciate that. Seriously, it took me a little bit of time to be able to work on my emotions as like work through my traumas, and to be able to sit down and communicate and articulate. It's more of a fun situation for me now. Like, I could sit here and curse people out and do all this dumb stuff, but at the same time, I get like this boost of adrenaline whenever I say something that's very intellectual or very smart in a way that you don't even know that you just got, you don't even know what just happened. Like, he's like, can you respond? I kind of just outsmart a lot of these people. 21 people liked it before I liked it. I'm gonna like it right now. Hold on. Appreciate you guys. The 21 people who actually liked it. I appreciate you guys. Seriously. And thank you so much for becoming a member. Guys, you can always become a member. Get yourself a badge and join the vibes. Join the community. I truly do appreciate every single person. And I'm going to try to address every single comment that comes through the super chat. All right? Appreciate you guys. We show love to South Africa. There's no beef. Yeah, there's no beef at all. Tell us about why you are here and why you choose your topics. Good question. Good question. All right. So history. All right. You want a full answer? You want a safe answer? Or you want a real answer? So you want a full answer? You want a safe answer? Or you want a real answer? And that's for the chat. Y'all could come up with your conclusion, because I'll tell you why I choose my topics. Why am I here? What's going on? Like, what is it? Yo, Anonymous, like, I see you trolling in the chat. Matter of fact, I'll let you. It's cool. It's cool. This whole thing started. This is a good question. So this whole thing started when I was in London, and then people kept people kept saying like, "Oh, Americans are dumb," and it was like this common thing around. But then I started seeing, like, while I was in London, all of these different types of international people that I've never experienced while living in America. I've never experienced interacting with like Romanians and Albanians and Germans and people from Denmark and Holland and all these different types of people. So I would see these like African British people and Caribbean British people sit down and say Americans are dumb. But what really changed it for me was the constant was the first video that when this chick was like, I was like, yo, who's smarter, Americans or, you probably seen it. If you've seen it, comment me. I'm like, who's smarter, Americans or the UK? And she says, the UK. I said, why? She said, black people don't even know where they come from. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, black people over there don't even know where they come from. And then her friend who was like not even black, like she started co-signing and laughing and giggling. It's like, no, it's because it started. And I'm just like, bro, and I had to tell her, whoa, calm down, white girl. Like, calm down. You still like stay here. You know what I mean? And that was the domino effect, the audacity that you can sit down and talk so crazy about all Americans, but you never even been to America. And then when you start talking about Black America, and that was what was really killing me, because it's the fact that you could walk around and dress in our likeness and dress and act in our culture, and then sit down. And another thing that really got to me is when I started traveling throughout Europe. And I started going to parties and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, like in Europe, there's a whole bunch of different types of Africans. And these are not the handsome Africans. You feel me? I think these are the Africans who couldn't get chicks in Africa type shit. You know, like these are not the handsome ones. These are not the most beautiful ones. These are just, regular degular. But then they come over to these European countries, and because these European women are actually interested in black men, they like, oh my God, I got myself a black guy, da da da. And these guys who are like literally twos and threes in their countries is feeling like kings over here. But while we go to parties and stuff like that, I'll go to R&B night parties and all these different types of things, and you'll see all these Africans in there dressing in all hip hop gear, wearing do rags and stuff like that. And I'm just like, and I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, bro, like it's not even your culture. Like Cindy 505 with the membership. Everybody comment Cindy in the chat. Comment Cindy in the chat. Comment Cindy in the chat. Everybody. I want to see the old Cindy. 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 Everybody comment Cindy in the chat. Cindy. 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 Okay, Cindy. Okay. That's one of the things I love about my community, is that they always come in and they always show love to everybody who has a good spirit and good energy, and I really appreciate that. It's like it's something that's irreplaceable at this moment in time. Jay what? Jay Black. Yeah, my son Jay is crazy with it. But yeah, that was one of the things, Cindy from New Orleans area. Shout out to New Orleans. Um, so so that's what it was. Like when I started going to hold on. As for the Black Americans who are watching this, pay attention to what I'm saying. Don't interact or don't listen to me when I tell you this. Please, seriously. I have conversations about very sensitive talking points. I'm a content creator, so I understand how this system works. I try my best not to encourage a toxic community inside of my content platforms at all, because I'm going to be meeting multiple different people. I'm going to be meeting tons of different people, and I don't need negative people commenting and cursing these people out because they're different and like that. No, we're not like that over here. We don't need no toxic behavior. So please, when you see somebody interacting, they're trying to trigger chaos. They're trying to trigger some type of argument, some racial delineation, FBA type of African type of conflict here. Don't even interact with it. No, I'm not gonna block them, because you need to see. You need to be able to see people talk crazy to you and move past it. It's important. If I can do that, for somebody who gets hundreds of thousands of messages from people on a consistent daily basis of them being derogatory, saying disrespectful, see you in the comments and you arguing with one person. I make these videos, I get thousands of messages. If I can battle, not interact and not responding with the thousands of messages out of respect for being able to show a version of Black America that a lot of people say is not out there, that you cannot answer to one stupid ass ignorant person. All right? I can't have this community turn into some toxic ass shit, because in the future we might meet some real pro-African people, And I don't want you guys cursing them out. I don't want you guys saying, oh, look at these tether. I don't want to, no, we don't need none of that. We just want to listen to what they have to say and just see the intellectual perspective of what they're thinking. If y'all want to curse people out, you can take that shit to Jerry Springer. I'm not trying to have a Jerry Springer type of show. All right. Yeah, but you know, we gotta come correct. You know, like I'm not gonna say, and this is the thing about these comments. Like I want to get to some of these comments. Like you sit down and you're like, oh, yeah, but they saying this. How can you allow them, bro? Who cares what these people think, bro? I don't care how they feel, bro. Feelings are like assholes. Everyone's got some. Let's talk facts. Because when it comes down to it, the facts are the only thing that's going to change legislation. The facts are the only thing that's going to change the motion of the world, not how you feel. Let's talk facts. Historically accurate facts. And at the same time, also keep in mind that your grandparents could be watching these live streams and these videos. Your children could be sitting down and watching these videos for educational purposes. And just as much as you might sit here and like this conversation and stuff like that, you could be damn sure well that you could be safe by allowing your kids to sit here and watch this with you or watch it in your environment. Because I'm responsible like that. I am responsible. I take that into account. Respectfully, I take that into account. So yeah, that's what I think about, you know, like I want your kids to be able to learn, like they're not teaching civil rights and Black History Month in school. So when I make these videos, I do it in a respectful way so your kids can watch and learn how to deal with people in the adversarial situation, how to respond to people in an adversarial situation without being derogatory and ignorant. It's literally that simple. Well, that's important. That's important. We need more leaders like Michael B. Jordan. We need more leaders. What's the director of Sinners? What's his name, chat? What's his name? Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. The camera works both ways, people. Exactly. The camera works both ways, people. I forgot his name. What's the director? Ryan Coogler, exactly. Like Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan. Like that's the type of cloth I come from. Excellent, prestigious Black men who conduct themselves in a particular way. That's who I want to be. So that's who I want to represent. I want to teach more people and be an example of more. I'm gonna tell you something, a personal story, real facts. When I grew up, there were no men like me. I didn't have a role model or an example of a Black man being this way until, now this is going to be very funny and ironic now, so I know y'all want to laugh what I'm about to say now, but if you were there during the time, you would understand, and you're going to get it. Until Will Smith went on his motivational tour. I know I'm not the only person that remembers when Will Smith was literally dropping these YouTube videos, like being motivational, inspirational, talking about building a house, you know? He's talking about building a house. And Will Smith was like, listen, my father came and broke the front wall of the house one day. And he told me and my brother that we got to fix the house. So we spent all year trying to fix this one house. And he said what we learned was, when you're trying to fix the front of a house, it's not about placing as many bricks as you can as fast as you can, because that's what we did. We put it all back fast as you can, and it was terrible. So my father came and broke it again. He said, do it right this time. And then we learned that it's not about putting all the bricks there as fast as you can. It's about putting one brick as perfectly as you possibly can, and then moving and putting the next brick as perfectly as you possibly can. So when I'm doing these interviews and I'm interacting with these people and I'm making these videos and I'm representing a version of Black Americans, and I never seen a Black American man who conducted himself in that particular way. It was like the first time. I've always seen basketball players, rappers. I'm from New York, like I only see certain type of Black men as representation. And I saw the way he handled himself, saw the way he conducted himself. And then, that changed my perspective. And I think we need more creators to be the example that we want for the next generation. I wish I had somebody like me when I was younger to see, so I knew how I could be, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh, I didn't know I could turn out like that. I didn't have any vision of it. So yeah, I can have these conversations. I'm funny as hell. I don't take myself too seriously. And I'm charming as hell. And I'm cute as fuck. So Yeah. So yeah, don't let anybody trigger y'all. Don't let nobody get to y'all. But let them chat. Let them say whatever they want. It's cool. It's not really a problem. It seems like we're doing something right. Bars. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. So I'm just saying, like that's the main. I think that's the main point of all of this when it comes down to it, right? Shit, you can't really let it get to you. All right. Eddie Murphy was cussing when I was a kid. Charming and cute. Thank you so much. Yeah, Eddie Murphy was. All right. You want me to get back to the comments? Are you guys ready for me to get back to the comments? If you haven't liked this video yet, give this video a like right now. Tap up the screen. Let's get this thing started. Adonis. Cindy, your first comment I see. Cindy says, Adonis. 1865 to 1876, formerly enslaved African American men entered the government. Over 1,500 local, state, and federal positions. I'm 21 in the U.S. House of Representatives, yet they need more than 70 years. Why? Formerly enslaved. Hold on. Formerly enslaved African American men entered government. Over 1,500 local, state, and federal positions. I'm 21 in the U.S. House of Representatives. Yet they need more than 70 years. Exactly. You're talking about the video with the. You're talking about the position when the woman said, uh, 'Nigerian Jesus lover, you just been timed out. If you consistently keep talking and behaving like this, you will be indefinitely banned from this account. And I'm all up for people having different perspectives, and I have no issues. But you're just trying to antagonize people to respond back while being derogatory, and I don't think that anybody deserves that particular malice or abuse. So if you can't conduct yourself and you can't control yourself, I don't know. Yeah. Let's get to some of these comments. Sorry, Chad. I try my best to mediate or mitigate this particular situation. All right. Next comment. Cannon Evans 1207 says, we don't have to explain to refugees from failed lawless nations about our entertainers' content. I don't listen to drill rap, but that is an expression, an art made to deal with the systematic oppression. You are not us. Deal with your own problems. Now, if you agree, comment yeah, true in the chat, and if you don't agree, comment no. Timeout. You've been timed out as well. The members have spoken. They said you to time out, so you're timed out. Okay. If you, all right, that person has been timed out. Now I'm going to answer this question. I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible when I answer this question. All right. So, thank God. No problem. Chat. Yo, members, I got y'all. I can see y'all comments. That's why I love sitting down and having, guys, become a member, man. It's very easy for me to see comments. All these white comments and stuff like that, it's very difficult to skim through. But the members' comments is very easy to see. Thank you, McQueen. No problem. True, Cindy. I appreciate it. All right. Again, I'm going to make it very clear. These videos are not to sit down and argue back and forth with these particular people. It's mainly to address the situations and the talking points and topics in an educated, informative type of way, so other nations and ethnicities and ethnic groups who are interested in learning about Black Americans or the Black community or Black people in general can watch an educational video and show the difference in gap of knowledge and expertise. I got you on a payday. Shit, I understand everyday payday for a Black American with fuel with the melanin. You know what I mean? Our best rappers are not even gang members. That is true. That was said by Amex at the same time. Yaz 5542. So I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to say this in. I think I'm gonna have to say this on in my next video and really break down the reason on why it's important to have this conversation. You know, I think it's very important. It's really important to have this conversation, and I see a lot of people discussing this. But I'm looking for the very long. Oh my God! All right, here we got. We got 3 long comments that I'm gonna answer right now. I'm gonna be reading. First, I'm gonna answer some of you guys' comments while we are here. Sheesh. All right, let's answer a couple comments. Unbelievable. So I'm looking at the comments right now. Let's see what you guys have. Any comments that you see? Happy to be small diluted. And we have another one. New Era is the guy who was timed out, came back on under another account, another name. No. If I see anything crazy, I'll time him out. Let's give him a chance to bury his perspective or whatever it is. And if he has something intellectually educational or intellectual, then okay, let's see. But let's let him chill for a minute. Let's see what he has to say, because maybe he'll say something smart. So, New Era, you're on the hot seat. The next thing you say in the chat, I'm going to be literally paying attention to and reading. So make it count. All right. Any questions before I get to this comment? Why are FBAs the only ones in the diaspora who must acknowledge their African ancestry? Well, obvious is because a lot of people just generally want to portray and live into the hype of what it is that everybody wants to be connected and related to Michael Jackson. Even though we're not related to Michael Jackson, we always throw Michael Jackson as one of the greatest Black Americans ever created, even though we're not Jacksons. Why do you choose your topics? Good question. Yo, baby, why are you not a member? Become a member, baby. Why do I choose my topics? Not too long ago, I started documenting my experience while being abroad, where I encountered many Africans and Caribbeans who had such negative thoughts and perspectives to say about Black Americans, and they were infecting other nations about this ideology or this perspective. And my videos have gotten millions of views pertaining to Caribbean people who didn't even know where the Caribbean islands were in Jamaica, and people saying, I don't know where I'm from because I'm American and I'm a Black American. We're the most lost people in the world. And I've debated these conversations and educated with historical facts in the most respectful and aggressively intimidating way. After this, there was a surge of inspired creators. I started a domino effect of where I literally started a domino effect where Black Americans started to realize that it was okay to respond back to these derogatory, disrespectful terms. And just because these people come from impoverished environments or countries doesn't mean that we can't respond back and hurt their feelings when they're out of pocket. So that was great. I thought that was amazing. I felt a win for Black America, and this is great. So I took a little leave because I started getting a lot of heat, and I was still focused on Black American topics for way too long. When I have so many other followers and supporters and so many other content that I have to accomplish, I can't keep focusing on just one particular situation of content. Until I got on the Black America For You page again, and I started seeing Black American creators being derogatory, being bashful, being hateful, fighting back, but not the proper way to fight back. And then I started seeing Caribbean people who built up huge platforms representing the Black American culture and historical history, building up hundreds of thousands of followers, just for them to say that the FBA is a pipeline, a right-wing pipeline to white supremacy or something like that. And then I started thinking, like, this is wrong. This is wrong in so many different ways. Why are these Caribbean people the faces of the talking point on Black American topics? Why are Black Americans on social media trying to defend ignorant, derogatory terms with more ignorance and derogatory terms? I failed to teach them how to properly handle these situations and how to properly scale. So I stepped back into the arena to make this a very important stance and to teach these creators and align these creators with the proper way to do this content officially in the more correct way so they can maximize not only their income, but as well as get their message across. I came back from my community. I've made it so far in the last couple of years. Everything was going swell. I was getting invited to really great events. I'm still getting invited to events, but I had to come back from my community. Yeah, that's the truth. A lot of these Africans in America admit that they're still mad at FBA's calling them African booty scratchers in the third grade. It's just jokes and they mad. And honestly, love you. I appreciate it. Hey, my new cousin Adonis, what's up? I was so happy when you came back, Adonis. I appreciate it. Yeah, I had to come back. It was much needed, and I learned a lot while being gone. And hopefully, I can educate, and hopefully, we can grow as a community. And I can get to a point where my platform becomes a very powerful, significant platform in not only this space, but as a creator. So I'm going to be uploading videos consistently, editing videos, building up the community, doing these lives. I'm working. It's 12:40 at night right now. It's midnight, over here. And I'm up, tomorrow I have an event to go to that I have to wake up like around 2 o'clock. Well, earlier than that, but I have an event to go to. I'm thinking about streaming the event. I'm not really sure. I have to make some content. I have events this whole week that I have to go to. I just turned down a very interesting event at like one of the most prestigious hotels here, where they have a bar inside the middle of a bank vault. If you ever see my TikTok or Instagram content, you know what I'm talking about. I've made a post on it. It's a bar inside of a bank vault. And I got invited for all expenses paid, food and all this different type of stuff. They wanted me to make content for this event and do all these different things. I turned them down. And simply because I knew it would take away time for me to upload videos onto YouTube for my community. And I understand, like, yeah, but you could have uploaded that. I don't want to be exploited for other people's gains for that. It just wasn't the right business decision for me. So yeah, you know, stream it, then cut it up and post it into it. Is there gold in the vault? The only gold that's in that vault was me. I'm just saying. So let's get to these comments. I saw that. Yeah. I saw that. And then that's another thing I want to start doing. I want to start challenging people. Like, we can sit down and talk about these particular content on a consistent basis. But Adonis, you truly bring a certain prestige to these platforms. You represent the lineage well, my brother. I appreciate it. Nice watch. Seriously. Um, how come YT don't claim y'all? Timed out. We must show love to one another. Black immigrants need to understand what it's like to be black in America, not fight. Coming to Africa and receive racism is not good and sad. I'm gonna keep educating. I don't think black immigrants need to understand what it is like to be black in America. I think African immigrants. I think the African immigrants need to be themselves. I'm tired of people saying that they need to understand what it's like to be black. You don't need to understand what it's like to be black in America, nor do we care if you understand what it's like to be black in America. We're not looking for anything from that particular community at all. Eh, I don't know. I can't. Let me stop. Schizo. New member in the chat. New member in the chat, Schizo. Can we get a skits in the chat? Can we get a spam? Can you spam skits in the chat? Skits. Oh man, thank you so much for joining the squad, Skits, the Vibe Squad. You are a true legend for being here, my guy. I hope that's a guy. I think it's a guy. All right, now it's easy for me to see his comments. Is Rob from fan base? What's up, Rob? Skits, welcome to the broadcast. How you guys doing? Skits pause. He wallet. It's not skeet. It's skeet. I appreciate it. Hey, Adonis. What's up, Peaches? Why did you leave the UK? All right, good question. Gmon, are you from the UK or are you American? Before I answer your question, I'm gonna answer your question. That's a really good question, and I'll answer your question in a minute. All right, hit the like button. Yes, please. If you haven't liked this live stream yet, give this live stream a like, and I truly do appreciate it, chat. Beauty Marley. Beauty Marley, guys, like Beauty Marley's super chat donation before I do. After I send this answer, I'm gonna read what she said. Give that super chat donation a like, and after that, I'm gonna before I do it, like that post. All right. So Beauty Marley says, seeing your growth from your break, definitely smiling more. I love to see it. Thank you so much. I literally wanted to be happier. You know, I wanted to be happy. That was my whole goal for last year, is to be happier, smile more. 6 people, 5 people only like that post, that super chat donation. Big Mama is what vibing again. Ooh, she upgraded her Big Mama. Hold up. Big Mama, you got the new badge? Big Mama is a new member, another member, another year. Wow. Shout out to you, Big Mama. Are you in the broadcast? Hey, Big Mama. Big Mama. Where did that guy go? He asked me why I left the UK. Gmon, why did you leave the UK? Gmon, I'm from New York. Oh yeah, all right. It's cool. So I'm gonna answer your question. Happy your content. I learned a lot. Baby. Baby. Bebe just became a member of Bebe. He's been alive the whole time. Jeez. Bebe, thank you so much for joining. Bebe's been on a ride. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Everybody, spam Bebe in the chat, man. Spam Bebe in the chat. Do you think FBA is a lineage or ethnicity by definition? I think that's common. Like, I don't think I should answer that question. I think that's very easy to answer. It's like, do you think green is a color or is it a statement? I see you rocking the cowboy hat lately. Come to Texas and attend a Black Trail ride. You won't regret it. I actually do want to go to Texas. I heard they got some fire wives out there. What does delineation look like to you? What do you think about Pan-Africanism, bro? There's so many questions. I want to go to attend a Black Trail ride. What is a Black Trail ride? Chartreuse is definitely statement color. All right. What is Victoria? All right. Listen, I'm gonna read this comment. She got $5 donation in the chat. Give that super chat comment a like before I finish reading this. Here we go. Would you have an issue with Africans coming to the U.S. and trying to push ideologies and practices that go against Western values? I don't care. America is land of the free, home of the brave. Africans can come to America and they can do whatever they want. Just don't get in the way of Black Americans and what we doing, and don't try to align yourself with us because of your color or your complexion and disturb what we got going on. If you want to do your own ideologies and you want to push towards your own particular situation and it's your thing or what you want, then okay, that's cool. But as long as you specifically identify that that's your thing and it's not a Black thing, then okay, I don't have any issue with it at all. That's the most American answer I could give. You know, I don't want to stop Africans from accomplishing what they want to do. I don't want to stop Africans, from accomplishing their own American dream. I just don't want them to come here and disturb other people's shit. Just stay out of our way, respectfully, expeditiously. Hey, let's Sade. What's up? What's up? All right, so let's get to these comments. Here we go. I said I was going to get to these comments. Let's get to these comments. Here we go. You got to skip all the wire FBA's degenerated talk. Wait, what? What? Hold on. This is a long comment, chat. So pay attention. I'm letting you know right now, these next three comments are going to be very long. So pay attention because it's going to be a full concept and a full story of what they're saying. Here we go. It's by Azora Nimble Nimbus. You got to skip all the why are FBA's degenerate talk. They are snowing you. You should stick to the facts of how immigrants are both willing and unthinking weapons against us. It doesn't matter if they don't understand. This is about survival and they don't need to be here. Leaders. Byroyd Leaner with the $20 super chat donation. Hold on. Bro, hold on. Yo, guys, I'm going to read his comment. Hold on. I'm going to read his comment. Give it a like before I finish reading his comment. Pay attention. He said, "Lil bro, I love how you handle yourself with this debate with Mandinka. This is the example we need for dealing with these folks. Even I learned something. I never realized they'd be intentionally toxic in a real smooth way." Sorry. You can't imagine the dopamine hit I just got from just reading that you learned something. That's all I want from these videos. From every video that I post, my main focus is to be, hold on, come on, all right, good. Is to be someone that people can learn. Like if you can learn from any of these videos and you said, I learned something, then that means that I'm doing a good job. I'm doing it the right way. And I know you said I'm doing it the right way. I really do. But if you're learning, and even if it's like you learn little subtle things, and even like my cadence or the way I handle things, you learn how to strategically use these things. You learn how to acknowledge these things and see these things. That's more important to me. That's the most important thing. You can't. These videos are not just about bashing people or not for entertainment aspects. These are entertaining, educational videos. And if you're learning from it, by any means, anything you learn from these videos, that's a win in my book. It means that I'm doing good. God, yes. All right. Even I learned something new. I never realized they'd be intentionally toxic in a real smooth way. Exactly. And then did you notice when I responded in the most well put together educational way? She went silent. I got another video that's like that I'm gonna upload soon too. I really appreciate it, man. You should become a member. Appreciate you, man. Jeez, man. That's freaking awesome. Modeling, it's called modeling the behavior. Yes. Oh my God, bro. I'm sorry, chat. I'm gonna be a little bit more transparent. The reason I get so excited and it gets me so crazy is because I set goals for myself in this content stuff. You know, I really set goals for myself when it comes down to like making these videos, making this content, making all this stuff with the channels and stuff like that, and what I want to happen. And to see you guys come in, donate, become members, and sit down and chat with me and tell me, like, bro, and you get what I'm trying to teach you without saying it, you know? You get it. That's what gets me. That's what gets me. You stupid. No, I'm not. What's 9 plus 10? 21? Now, instead of saying you stupid, I'll say, are you sure you're intellectually prepared for this conversation? Yeah. What's 9 plus 10? 21? Okay. Now you thinking as the viewer, you stupid. But I didn't say it. Okay. Now knowing that, knowing what we just said right now, let's reread this question, this comment again. Here we go. Wow. Sorry. I'm African, raised in the States since I've been watching for years now, and you made me question who I am. And I thank you for that. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is just a crazy situation. I appreciate you guys learning something for these videos. I seriously, it's so, that's deep. Yeah, that's wow. That's wow. Wow. That's crazy. I appreciate it. You know, seriously, I'm so grateful and happy that you can learn something and you're from a completely different ethnicity than us and than me. And I appreciate it. Like it's insane. That's wow. I'm humbled. Here's the question. Here we go. Yeah, the chat's hitting tonight. I'm just meeting some really beautiful people with some intellectual souls. You got to skip, now knowing that, pay attention. You got to skip all the why are FBA's degenerate talk. They are snowing you. You should stick to the facts of how immigrants are both willing and unthinking weapons against us. It doesn't matter if they don't understand. This is about survival and they don't need to be here. Leaders of foreign governments have denigrated us, and I've never heard one African or Caribbean lift a finger or move a tongue to help do a damn thing for freedmen. All immigrants come to seek a better life, but from whom and at the expense of who? There's no such thing as a free lunch. I can't say these things. Like I want to. Like, that's a really good question. It's a really good. I that's a really good perspective, and I don't know the proper way to say this, so I'm going to apologize now before I say it, and I'm going to say this. Okay. If if you see Africans as people who come from a low value economical state of society, an economical country, where the value of them physically, as a physical numeric number, if you was to associate them to a physical numeric number, is less valuable than the number that is appropriate for your value, you know? The cost of one African for one Black American, hypothetically speaking, right? Let's talk about it from that perspective. And like I said, I'm not, this is gonna sound very crazy, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just don't know how to explain this. Why do you care if you feel as if you are better, smarter? Why do you feel like there is a threat for a competitor? Now, I don't think I'm better than any African at all. And I don't think I'm better than any Black American or anybody in this world. because they're African or because they're Black American or because they're white. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I can tell if I'm better than you based off the conversations that we have, based off the way you articulate yourself, based on the way you communicate. You could be an African from the slums of Africa and be better than me in many different ways, and I'm okay with that. But if you're sitting down trying to be derogatory, disrespectful, unkept, unclean, any type of situation, in this situation, I'm better than you. So let's just make this very clear. Whether you are a Black American, FBA, ADOS, Pan-African, anybody, and I know people might not agree with what I'm saying here, you cannot generalize a whole group of people based off certain people's perspectives. Logically, intellectually, it's not smart. You can't sit down and say Africans are poor and they're all broke. That's not true. The most wealthiest melanated man in the world is a guy named Dangote, and he's from Nigeria. And you can't sit down and say, oh, but he's the exception. No. Why is it always an exception when it comes down to Black people or African people, but when it comes down to white people, there is no exception? They don't say he's the exception. No. There's some wealthy people in Africa, and there's some wealthy people in America, and there's some intellectual African people as well as Caribbean people, and there's some intellectual Black American people. We all know that all Black Americans are not intellectual and not worth their weight in gold. We understand that. So if you have that sincerity, that fairness, and stop trying to protect your tribe, and you say, because I tell you 100%, I don't know any motherfucker that could beat Usain Bolt in a motherfucking race at his prime. He's better. He's better. Respectfully. So, and that's what makes it fair. That's what makes me fair as a creator. Because I'm able to sit down and see past my own benefits and my own wins and my own losses, but I can't sit down and argue with an ignorant person. If you want to sit down and have an intellectual conversation and you can back your stuff down by facts, I'm always okay with learning, because maybe the stuff that I learned is not proper or not correct. I don't assume that what I'm saying is correct. You know, we have loyalty as Black Americans. Nah, we don't have loyalty. We don't have loyalty as Black Americans. There is no loyalty in anything. It's all about who's the best and who's correct, if it's correct. So I don't want to say we have loyalty, because then you go to the hood, you're not going to be trying to co-sign somebody. You go to the hood and somebody woke up and a Black person woke up and robbed a old white lady or old Spanish lady on your block that you know or whatever. You're not going to pick up for the Black person. You're like, bro, what are you doing? You have to teach. You have to show growth. Exactly. You know, you can't have kinship to every single, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. And I don't rhyme. I don't go just for Africans. I go for Black people too, because even in the Judas and the Black Messiah, it was his own kinfolk that turned him down. So I don't underestimate nobody at all, even Black Americans. You know that's true, and I understand we're on the same talking point. We got to stick together. Nah. It needs to be right. And sometimes our community handles things inappropriately. Not saying their community doesn't either, but I can't fix their community at this moment in time. I have to be the example that needs to be shown. Respectfully. So yeah, that's why I apologize in my videos. That's why I speak in a certain type of way, because I know that's not true. I know Huey would be cussing seeing this lost guy. The fact that you're responding to me by referring to another man shows that you are not from the same, either not from the same lineage as me, or you're just not from the same cloth as me, because no other man will refer to another man and say that he's going to be mad at him. Yeah. Are you holding his pocket? That flew over somebody's head. That flew over somebody's head. Next comment. Sorry. Oh, here's another long one. Here we go. Sharice 4149. This is a long one. Let's see the response. Here we go. I have immigrants and illegal fatigue. I'm sick of all of them. The black, the brown, the yellow, the purple, and the green. These people will continue trying to stand in our way of our reparations, our jobs, any and everything. Woo! Steven Cinematic Music with the $20 gifted donation in the chat right now. Steven, hold on, guys. Like his super chat post. Before I finish reading what he said. I appreciate you, fam. Hashtag FBA. Much love from a 74 baby. Yo. That means so much to hear that from you. To have an older generation, I hate saying older, that sounds bad, but to have a more wiser generation, let's say that out of respect, a more wiser generation to sit down and acknowledge and say, y'all, I appreciate you, you know. You can't imagine how that makes me feel. My grandfather was Muslim, and he was really pro black, like so heavy into it. He walked in the Million Man March. He has this huge Black American flag, and he always said, "This is the Black American flag. This is the Black American flag." And when I see people from that particular era or that particular age who came through that particular period, who was raised by that cloth before them, and they can sit down and acknowledge on the way that I'm so fair in these situations, in these conversations, that means a lot to me personally. Bro, I don't know, man. I just don't think that an ignorant soul should be conducting these particular type of situations. And I think that, you know, this is a new age and a new era, a new revolutionary way to interact with this. And I think I'm the most equipped person to be able to handle these conversations pertaining to this Black American experience in the FBA situation. Now, I'm not trying to be a civil rights activist. I'm not trying to be a Black American situation. But at the same time, like, I do what I can. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me, seriously. Wow, it's crazy. It's crazy. The mic is not even on. Why am I talking like this? Why am I talking like this? Steven Cinematic, you should have became a member. Like music, you should have became a member. You could have had the green badge. Like, you just commented, you just replied to baby. You need that green badge. I could have seen your comments. All right, so here we go. Another one. Here we go. Pay attention. Pay attention. Here we go. I have immigrant and illegal fatigue. I'm sick of all of them. The black, the brown, the yellow, the purple, the green. These people will continue trying to stand in our way of our reparations, our jobs, any and every. Jesus! Azora Nimble with the donation, and Steven with the membership. With the membership. With the membership. Hold on. Can I get a W's in the chat? Can I get a W's in the chat? Can I get a Zora Nimbus? Let me give her a like when 8 people liked it before me, you true legends in the chat. And Steven just became a member of the vibe, of the community. Shout outs to Steven. Nimba, we waiting for you to become a member, shorty? Nimbus. I think I just read. Oh. Nimble Nimbus. I just read your comment. I literally just read your comment. For the people who don't know, the person who just donated the $10 dividend in the social media chat is the person that just said, you got to skip all the why are FBA's degenerate talk. They are slowing you down. They're slowing you. You should stick to the facts of how immigrants are both willing and unthinkable weapons against us. It doesn't matter if they don't understand. This is about survival and they don't need to be here. Leaders of foreign governments have denigrated us, and I've never heard one African or Caribbean lift a finger or move a tongue to help do a damn thing for freedmen. All immigrants come to seek a better life, but from whom and at the expense of who? There's no such thing as a free lunch. That was her comment. I liked it first. GT said he liked it. I don't know, man. You got to be faster than that. Just subbed and liked. I appreciate you for subbing to the channel. I appreciate you guys for being here. Seriously. Damn. Oh, man. I might have to end the live. Oh, man. How long we been on? For 1 hour. We've been on this live for 1 hour. The way that person started their comment. Watch from Oakland, California, the Bay Area. Shout outs to Oakland, man. Jesus, I love you. Oh, new era. You've turned a new path, a new leaf. All right, so this is what we'll do. Because we've been on for 1 hour. I don't really think I should be doing these live streams for this long, you know? But I'll do this. If you can hear me and you're paying attention to me right now, comment the number 1 in the chat. Whew. All right. Right now, at the bottom or at the top, we have a membership green badge, a yellow badge, and an orange badge. I normally don't want to do these live streams for too long, but what we will do is until those badges disappear or another badge replaces it, once the badges stop being there, that's when the live stream is going to end. So because they donated and we have the membership and we have the super chat donations at the bottom, as long as they're a badge at the bottom, we'll keep the live going. Okay? I think that's fair. It's going to get really good and everybody's going to be like, oh, man. Okay, chat. Delmon Green. Delmon, you was a member, and I think I saw you on a TikTok live. Here we go. Jesus Christ. I'm looking for some positive questions. We have tons of... All right, here we go. This is one of the comments that made me actually... Here we go. Do this live stream. This is one of the comments. Adonis, you are too nice, man. But why in the hell the first thing you bring up is acting in movies? You should have brought up these foreign black plots. Deja Lawton with the membership. Oh, you guys had extended the time. Shout outs to Deja. Guys, comment these people, the new members in the chat, man. Shout out to Deja. Deja, thank you so much, McQueen, for shouting out. Medusa, thank you for shouting out these people. Appreciate it, man. Give me a second, Deja, you legend. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Deja. You're a true legend. Look at you, being all spectacular and unique. Shout out to Baltimore City, Steven. Deja, Beauty Marley, Indigo Wisdom, thank you so much. Here we go. Adonis, you are too nice, man, but why the hell? The first thing you bring up is acting in movies. You should have brought up these foreign black politicians that undermine us every chance they get. You let them people get away with too much stuff. Watching you debate is like having a turtle go to McDonald's and get you something to eat and you hungry as hell, waiting on them to come back with your food. Man, that woman was so disrespectful. That's why I like watching Tariq Nasheed. He don't play that shit. Chef Hamza with the membership. Payday came early, he said. Chef Hamza with the membership. But hold on, I gotta really answer this. I gotta really answer this. I have to be very smart when I respond back to this. So give me a second, because I actually got to think a little bit. You know, I don't like people like this. I don't like people like this. You have your own YouTube account, and you can make your own videos and say whatever the hell you want and have these conversations in the way you choose fit, but you don't do it because you want to protect your face, your family, and your livelihood. And you think you have the nerve to tell me on how I should respond to situations because you want to be entertained? You sit down and you look at somebody like Tariq Nasheed, and you sit down and you say to me, oh, that's why I like Tariq Nasheed, because he don't take no shit. Are you dumb? Do you know what the fuck Tariq Nasheed is going through right now? Everybody sits here online and they talk about all of this extra shit. Like this is fucking television, when these people who are trying to represent them actually has their lives on the line. Tariq Nasheed got whole peoples on TikTok right now, literally trying to get him hemmed up in Africa, calling people. You think you tough? I'm not tough. I'm not the toughest person in the world. Anybody could be beaten. Anybody could be unalive. You see what happened to Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle, and all these other people. You think you go into these other countries and stuff like that, that people don't recognize your name? You think that these people are not as angry as you are in real life and uneducated as a lot of other people are? You think that behaving and conducting yourself in a way that incites people to get furious and angry in real life while traveling abroad is something smart? Or you want to be entertained though, right? While you sit down in your comment section and you comment all this extra shit and like, yeah, call them this and call them that. You never been walked up on in a different country by yourself, solo, dolo, and people talking to you tough and acting crazy because your beliefs and your perspectives. You never felt that. You never seen messages of people saying, yeah, you in this country, I know where you at, I'm pulling up, come to this side. Dude, you never seen that. You don't realize the real repercussions of this particular situation. Have you not learned from Fred Hampton, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King? Have you not learned anything? This is not entertainment for us. This is not something where you could get your dopamine fills because you like people crashing out shit. No, we can really lose our lives over having these conversations, and it's happened multiple times. But as long as you entertained, you don't really care about that because you safe at home with your profile, with no profile pictures and videos, with no... Bro, I'm not going to let nobody trick me out my spot. I'm not going to let nobody incentivize me or motivate me to say some derogatory and negative stuff about a whole bunch of people because I don't like the way another nigga talk. No. No. Those people will get theirs when they travel over to America and people find out who they are and they'll snatch their souls, pause. Not mine. At all, because I don't have hate for Africans and I don't have hate for Caribbeans, and I damn sure not gonna be put in a position where I outsmart myself over some fucking ego. I'm good off that, big fella. My ego's not gonna get me smoked. I'm not gonna be no damn martyr. Pop Smoke died for nothing. Nipsey Hussle died for nothing. I'm good. I don't need you to remember what I did. You can watch what I'm doing. Facts. So while y'all want to sit here and be winter soldiers and shit behind your comment section, with no profile picture and shit like that, my face is here. I'm really out in these streets. Sorry, these streets. Eating with the mandem, going to South London, East London, doing interviews with some of the most real gangbangers out here. Like, I'm really outside. Like, nah, big fella, I'm good. You keep thinking people cheeks. You keep listening to that shit. These motherfuckers is not pussy, bro. All right, I'm gonna let you know that real quick. You say, oh yeah, UK, they not pussy, bro. Africans is not pussy, bro. So I'm gonna respect people the way I want to be respected. I want Africans to have respect the way they want to have respected. As a man, respect me as a man. I'm gonna respect you as a man because that's the way I was been brought up as a man. I was grown by people in the 90s, bro. We a different breed. I'm not with all this internet shit. Shit get hectic. I'm from a real different type of breed of man that they don't even make anymore. So all that acting tough shit online to make people feel some type of way, fuck all that. Respectfully. Deja, real talk, appreciate it. I'm not trying to be a tough guy. I'm not trying to make a fucking, no, I want to live. Shit, no, I'm not playing with myself. I didn't make it this far just to make it this far. The fuck? Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I even came on here, you know? 90s here too, word, bro. I'm just, bro. Let me give her a like on that. 12 people liked her comment, 14 actually. I'm the 14th one who liked her super chat donation. Appreciate you, Deja. Yeah. So all that extra shit, like, nah, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like I said, y'all sit there and y'all look at, oh, Tarina, she doing this, Tarina, she talking about, bro, I'm really in these social media streets, bro. I really do this social media shit in real life. I really understand what it's like when you travel to different countries and shit like that. Y'all didn't see that clip with ISO Speed and that big ass fucking African grabbing him up? And when he's like, oh, yes, feed me. And he's being all, you know, ferocious and shit like that. You didn't see what happened to ISO Speed when he was in Nigeria? Every single creator I've ever seen, every creator I've ever seen who went over to Nigeria to make content fucking hated it and was scared shitless. Dead ass. So y'all can sit here and act like this shit is sweet all y'all want. I'm not. I'm in the real world. Real world. Shit. Y'all better learn something. I ain't gonna act tough. Nah, I'm cool with that. Y'all wanna be tough, y'all be tough by yourself. Go out there and do that shit by yourself. And the same thing for y'all Africans. Don't feel happy about what I'm saying right now because you go over to America acting tough, saying all that slick shit, you're gonna be tough by yourself. Go to any city in America. Any city. Go to Baltimore. Go to Chicago. Go to New Orleans. Go anywhere. Anywhere. Talk that tough shit there. You gonna see. You gonna see. I'm not tough. Nah, I don't want no parts of nothing. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I go there and tribute. That's money. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. So that's just a comment that I thought, like, you letting these people talk. Now, I'm not letting people talk about anything. I'm gonna conduct myself appropriately. When she meet who she need to meet, she'll meet who she need to meet. You feel me? When she meet who she need to meet, she'll meet who she need to meet. When he meet who he need to meet, he'll meet who he need to meet. But for me, no, I'm gonna be in this content creation journey for a long ass time. And I'm not gonna be one of those people that's gonna be getting caught up by my own ego and shit like that, trying to disrespect people's grandparents, trying to disrespect people's, nah, bro. This shit ain't sweet. I got respect for everybody, no matter what it is. I'm not trying to come on no smoke. I'm not trying to disrespect people's cultures or people's backgrounds. You've been through shit. I've been through shit. I understand. I'm just trying to understand what the situation is and what the problem is. I got no beef with none of y'all, but I'm not pussy. I'm not cheeks at all, but I'm not stupid. Then that's what it is. That's literally what it is. I know when you being dumb and when you're not being dumb. All fights don't need to happen. That shit don't make you tough by disrespecting other people just because you want to get a little dopamine hit. That shit is dumb. You keep playing with your life. I'm not playing with mine. Plus, it's unnecessary. Exactly. Everybody not gangster. Exactly. Shit, I'm gangster. Nah, fuck that. I'm gangster. I'm gangster enough to look at a motherfucker in his face when he got a gun in your face and tell him, you got it, OG. That's gangster. That's gangster. When you sit there in the motherfucker face and you're around a whole bunch of people and you tell them, you got it, OG. Now you want to stand tall. You want to keep your chin up. Keep your chin up like it's baby boy. Keep your chin up. You won't have a chin tomorrow then. You're not going to have a chin tomorrow. So you can listen to these movies and play these video games and shit. It's the real world. Yeah. So that's my perspective, you know? It's called being wise and emotionally mature. Exactly. But yeah, that was one of the reasons I literally came on here, because I seen like 2 comments of me, people saying that, people keep addressing me saying, yo, Adonis, you too nice to these people. Yo, why you, bro, what? Bro, bro, you ever had 100 negative comments, bro? You ever had 100 people sending you death threats in your comment section? Bro, I would never, respectfully. And I understand, you know, like I said, I tell people all the time, and I try to tell people to seriously about Tariq Nasheed, like, bro, I know he don't think that everything he do is appropriately or correct or anything like that. And I don't think he really hates Africans or anything like that at all. But people take the videos and clips out of context, and I understand that. But I know for a fact, because I'm in this game, I know for a fact the position that he's possibly in, that shit is not cool, bro. Like, I would be shook. I'll be shook. He was just a synagogue, and people knew exactly where he was at. It's crazy, bro. Like, it's real. Like, bro, it's real, bro. This is real. I know it look like content and stuff like that, and you having a great time, and I'm saying this to other people. I know it look like content, and you having a great time watching it. It's real. Meanwhile, he still gets the job done. Bro, I'll say this. I could say this. I walk around in the streets here in Romania and people recognize me. And not from these videos, not from this content, from different content I do. I can't go anything. I take an Uber under a private name and the Uber's drivers know who I am. And be, yo, aren't you Adonis? Yeah. Oh, man. I can't go anywhere. And it was happening the same thing when I was in the UK. But luckily, I have a positive reputation where I don't do anything derogatory, and I'm pretty cool. And you know, bro, you know how it feels when you walking around a particular place and people don't like you, bro? Now I'm cool off that. I'm already nervous. I can't even answer the door when I get delivery food. Like, seriously, because I'm scared people going to recognize me. Just to know what I am. So I'm just saying, like I understand what y'all saying. I get what y'all talking about, but at the same time, like, you got to understand it's not all entertainment. Like, this ain't a movie. This is real life. These are real life people. This is real life conversation, and there's more of them than there are of us. And especially when you traveling abroad to different countries, a lot of people watching in your home right now. Nicole Tara says, I'm Kenyan and watch your videos. I appreciate the calm and respectful approach. Respect goes a long way. I love my Black American brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. Like, that's what? Bro, person from Kenya is watching these videos and actually loves the interactions and love the conversation that's happening and the way we conduct ourselves over here. That's what I'm saying. It's very important. I really appreciate you. That means so much to know that there are Africans who actually watch these videos and actually enjoy them. You say it doesn't matter if you're African, you could be white, you could be anything, but I truly do appreciate the fact that you even acknowledge and embrace us. You know, I really do. I appreciate the fact that you do it like this. You know, that means a lot to me, seriously. Because sometimes I be thinking like people don't get what I'm trying to do. The 17 people liked that comment before I did. I really appreciate it. Speed almost got his leg blowed off. Exactly. Adonis, keep moving with the wisdom. Yeah, I appreciate it. I try. I live in Houston. Kenyans, Nigerians, Haitians don't really rock with FBAs in Houston like that. I've never been to Houston, Texas, but I heard you got some fine-ass women out there. That's what I've heard. That's what I heard. In Texas, they got the baddies. That's what I heard. All right? That's the only thing I would go to Houston to see, the baddies and the barbecue. That's what I heard, all right? I heard in Houston, In Texas, they got baddies, black baddies. So that's all I heard. That's all I know. If you ever see me in Texas, that's the only thing I'm looking for. Barbecue and baddies, BBQs. Barbecue baddies cuties. Next question. Here we go. Hold on. Let's get to this next comment. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Listen, I went to Houston for my B day, and I second that. See, exactly. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. At least I'm honest. Shit. All right. I'm on shit. I got no kids, and I ain't married, and I've never been divorced. All right. Shout out to Texas. Nonetheless, call yourself what you like. I all love to my peoples. Adonis, you go in it. I'll just say, man. Read the next comment. Here's the next comment. I noticed that Kenyan people are so pleasant. I'm thinking about maybe, look, I'm saying, like, once we grow this channel a little bit more, get more members and stuff like that, I'm trying to take a trip to Africa, and maybe Kenya might be the place I want to go. Kenya or South Africa, maybe even Ghana. I'm not really sure, but I want to go over there and have interviews with them. I think it's going to be Kenya, though. I'm not sure. I'll let the members decide which place we go to. Thank you so much for watching. Here's a couple. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys. The badge just went away. The donations badge just went away. Can you post the updated skincare video? I haven't seen one in a while. Yes, I'll post the updated skincare video. I usually do it right before I shoot videos anyway. My skin does look amazing. I'm not gonna lie. There are no more donations. There are no more members in this live stream, and we've been live for almost an hour. Adonis, I do reviews on your videos. Keep pushing, bro, and thank you for the content. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Just tag me in the videos so I can give you a like on them. If you post it on TikTok, just tag me in the TikToks, and I give you a like and give you a comment. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. I told you guys, look, hey. Hold on. I told you guys that once the donations and the membership badges disappear, we was gonna end the live stream. I kept it on for a little bit longer. It's just really good conversations. I'm glad that we got to do these live streams, and I get to know a little bit more about the community that's here. I'm so glad I got to answer a lot of your comments. Beauty, this was a great one. Thank you so much. Just came in from the new video. Good work. Thank you so much. Below crew. Crack Jack, Black, OG legend, purple badge, OG legend. They're crazy people out here, and he has family. His children travel with him. You can never be too safe. Exactly. Mika, thank you so much. I want to say thank you so much for joining this journey with me. New videos up on the channel at this moment in time. You can always go watch it, leave your feedback, hype up the video when you see the video, leave your comments, become a member if you haven't become a member yet, subscribe to the channel, donate in a super chat, whatever, anything helps. My name's AdonisCrashBoom. You guys are watching Adonis Live. And please, don't only see me one way. It was great getting to chat with you guys. And I hope you know, every day is a movie. Have a great night, guys. Darko!
ain't shit. Yeah, you ain't gang gang. Look out who you came with.